used to woo a female. Likewise, once grown, many species of birds find themselves overwhelmed with the primal urge to bust a move. Some would even gather in leagues, just like in nightclubs, to dance and pique the interest of nearby females, while others simply perform feats of endurance and strength to prove they're worthy mates. And in other birds, both the male and female dance together as a pair while putting on a show. Without wasting any more time, we present you with a sampling of the best bird mating dances out there. Watch, learn, and you could even take a few notes. Hello, and welcome to another mind-blowing episode of Forever Green. And in this video, we'll be showing the birds with the sickest moves. Let's get right into it. Number 25, Western and Clark's grebes. We chose to group these two species together as they are similar in more ways than one. They showcase elegance and penché with their breathtaking mating dance. They begin their courtship by mimicking each other's moves, twisting and bowing their long necks behind them. And after that, they take the choreography up a gear, like ballerinas with their point shoes on. They rise fully out of the water, running side by side on the water with their wings stretched out just behind them. Wow, it's simply amazing. 24, Sharp-tailed grouse. If you're looking for the tap dancers of the bird world, look no further. The sharp-tailed grouse is the bird you're looking for. During the mating season, male sharp-tailed grouse gather in a group and kickstart their show. They start by rising up with wings outstretched, heads bowed down and their tails pointing to the sky. This is followed by the expansion of their purple air sacs and the rapid stumping of their feet, kind of like a wound-up toy with their forward, backward, and circular movements, accompanied by the mechanical patter of their feet stumping the ground. Number 23, ostriches. With plumage that was once as expansive as diamonds and gold, you'd understand why the ostrich's preferred mode of seduction is the act of displaying his elegant feathers. His slow whine is all in a bid to look enticing to the female, enticing enough to win a date or a mate. During their mating season, the cock's plumage usually obtains its brightest colors, adding color to an already remarkable performance. If the female likes what she sees, she raises her wings horizontally and flutters the tips gently. The show comes to an end with the female crouching for the male to perform the mating act. Ostriches may be the largest birds on the planet, but when it comes to dancing, boy, do they do it gracefully. Number 22, Laysan albatross. If you were a Laysan albatross, such a weird name, by the way, at age 3, you'd have to return to your birthplace to start to learn a new way of courtship. These birds have inept dancing skills good enough to woo a mate, but they just haven't developed it yet. Attaining puberty for them is perfecting their dance moves. They start off by gathering in small groups to practice, and over the years, those groups become smaller until the confident birds are ready for the partnered dance, like these guys. Check out those moves. The duo practice to perfect moves, such as the sky snap, bob strut, and rapid bill clapper, in a sequence that is unique to them. Only then can they mate and lay their eggs, typically at the age of 8 or 9. Talk about working for that perfect relationship. Number 21, Jackson's widowbird. When these birds perform mate-finding activities, they engage in a jumping contest. Seriously, look at them. These Kenya and Tanzania native several different species of the birds of paradise, each having a unique yet colorful courting ritual. These birds have flipped the narrative of the female having to look attractive for the male, and the greater bird of paradise is no different. The greater bird of paradise, I wonder who gave them that name. Anyways, uses their yellow-tipped flank plumes, which turn white and streaked with maroon when they perform their courtship display. To find a mate, they make loud calling sounds to the females. It's usually a frantic scene with several males on display, so it's up to each male to bring his A-game to win the female's heart. The female only picks the most extravagant and sometimes the loudest male by perching on his branch. Number 7, flamingos. This unintendingly hilarious show by flamingos is how they court their partners. They gather in a large group, stretch their necks, and throw their heads back and forth as they take tiny, menacing steps. They then break off in pairs to breed. And of course, there's always that one guy at the back who doesn't follow the routine. He's going to be single for a while. Number 6, Himalayan monal. The Himalayan monal is a colorful pheasant bird. found in the Himalayan forest of Pakistan, India, Nepal, and other neighboring places. Their courting involves displaying their stunning plumage colors along with some dazzling moves, such as wing flaring, shoulder hunching, and intricate dancing sequence to be the most appealing to the females. Things some could say they picked up from a Bollywood movie scene, especially the shoulder hunching thingy. The most amazing part about this display is that it's believed that their performance not only helps them choose the best partner, it ensures healthy offspring. Number 5. Blue-footed boobies. Blue-footed boobies have a rather shy approach to courting a female. The male begins by shyly flashing his blue feet like a kid showing off his new set of shoes. Then they might give the female an object of his affection, a bow, or tickle her with his beak. And if that isn't enough, he brings out the big guns. He stretches his long, dark wings to frame his face, all the while subtly reminding her of those sexy blue feet. If she likes him enough, she'll join in the dance. These birds are, however, Casanovas and can have multiple mates at the same time. As soon as the other turns its back, they begin to scout for other prospects. Number 4. Great Argus Pheasant. The great Argus pheasants are just as rare as it is to experience their mating ritual. These birds possess an eye-like pattern on their wings, earning them the moniker the hundred-eyed bird or phoenix in some Asian areas. And their mating ritual is just as legendary. In the wild, a male first clears an open spot and prepares his stage. He then announces his presence with loud calls to attract females. Once he gets her attention, he dances in her presence with his wings spread like a peacock, revealing the hundred of his flashy eye design. Number 3. Vogelkop Superb Bird of Paradise. The Vogelkop Superb Bird of Paradise is one of the more recently discovered species of birds of paradise. These magnificent birds are similar to the smiley Superb Bird of Paradise, and so is their mating ritual. They hop back and forth around a perch with their cape and breast feathers transformed into a bright blue frown-looking face, as opposed to the oval-shaped smiley face of their close cousin. Then it's up to the female to decide. If she likes him, she'll remain transfixed on his display, even as he bounces around her. Finally, she allows him to copulate without any form of resistance. Number 2. Magnificent Riflebird. With a name like this, the Magnificent Riflebird Bird of Paradise surely doesn't disappoint with his courtship display. He begins his show by stretching his elegant black wings and then drastically whips his left and then right in a quick fashion to display his iridescent blue throat. But this guy doesn't stop after catching the female's attention. Even after a female approaches, he will continue dancing, flicking his wings more rigorously while hopping toward her. If she likes him, she'll copulate with him and then raise the brood herself, or she could just opt for a better show, and on this occasion, she was not impressed. Number 1. Western Parotia Bird of Paradise. Our number 1 pick is one that participates in the most intricate and strenuous rituals in exchange for the mere chance to copulate, not unlike human males. The six-plume bird of paradise sets the mood by setting out bright red berries